about a 90-minute stream, and we're going to be working on a really cool little project. So I'm going to just start this by just posting the stream in a few different places. Let's correct that real quick, send that out, post this on Product Hunt, post this on MakerLog, and that should be good there. And then I'm going to post this in Telegram. Close that, and I think we're good. Okay, so today I am working on this thing, which I'm pretty proud of. It shows an example remake application, and it has the template code, the CSS, an example app, and the data. The only problem is the example app doesn't work. You can't, what was you can't click items to edit them or delete them, and you can't add new to-dos. So those are two big issues, and I'm trying to think if I can do this without, if I can implement this without Remake. I know that sounds silly, but yo, Flipcoder. Hey, hello. How's it going? It's great that you're able to catch the stream. Yeah, how have you been? What's been up in your life lately? I think the last time we talked was like a few months ago. Or maybe on the Remake launch, like in December. I think you were there, you were here for that. And I forget what was going on with you. I think you were you traveling? I think you were traveling a little bit. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe that was someone else. Okay, so let's see. I think, oh, you were traveling. Okay, nice. How did that all turn out? I'm working on some projects. Nice, nice. Side projects, work projects, fun projects, boring projects. Actually, I really like how this looks. And I did all the syntax highlighting by hand, by the way, with this stuff, which is kind of fun. And this isn't like actual HTML. I like character encoded all this stuff, so I can show you. Oh, nice. Side projects are the best. Yeah, that's really cool. Anything you want to share? I guess you're not really sharing it with too many people. I think it's just me and you here right now. But I'd love to hear about your side projects if you want to talk about them. And if not, that's fine too. Okay, so I think I bring Remake in here. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring Remake in here. So we got to grab Remake, the framework. And we have a build of this inside of the test directory, I believe. Commit. Yeah. Add item callback. Okay, self-test util. I think this is, yeah, I think this is Remake. This is Remake. And then this is the initialization code. And I think I can pass in so the problem here is that the add item isn't going to work because there's going to be no backend for this, right? So I want this all to work on the front end. So clicking will work. I'll probably add sorting too. So sorting will work because it's just a single attribute, so why not? Clicking, sorting, that'll work. And then adding, oh, and edit, so editing, deleting, those will both work. And I'll get the data output from that, and I can just have a custom save function. But the add button isn't going to work because that's going to go to an add route. So if I can look in client side, look in input, adding items, event listener. So data I knew, and let's just see. Yeah, it does an Ajax post to /new. And then it's going to have, some callbacky stuff. But I think there needs to be, maybe if there's an option, or I could just modify it for this specific example. So let's see, we get the selector and the position. Those are going to be fine. And then we do the Ajax post. So instead of that, I could actually just return the HTML that would be returned from an actual endpoint. So HTML string and success. So here I could just have an object. Hey Nastia, hey Hoi Jean, welcome to the stream. So here I think I'm going to have HTML string and success. And this is hacky on purpose because it doesn't need to work for anyone except for just me on this single website. So the HTML string should return the template, so the inner template. So for this example, it's going to be this. And let's actually match this to the actual template. So we have the app, we have to-dos, so object, then to-dos, and then the button. Oh, and we have, that's unfortunate, we have a UL of to-dos. I do want to make it accurate, so I will make it accurate. So let's search for to-dos. We're gonna just say list style type none, and we're gonna do, I think it's padding 0. We could just have margin 0 just in case. It might actually be margin on unordered lists. So we'll do UL here, UL here. These will all be transferred to LIs, which will be the equivalent because we just removed all the styles from them. So that's fine. But it's just going to match the actual HTML we have over here. And I think it's nice that it's a UL. So then we have data keys, data key to-dos, and data type list. So we're going to add that here. And then for each to-do, we're going to have this stuff. So 1, 2, 3, space. Oh. Huh. Yeah, because it's on 3 separate lines. So let's make this not on 3 separate lines. Hey, Pilfers, welcome to the stream. Okay, so now we can paste that in there. So now we should have this will be editable. And I don't think we're going to render this based on any data. I don't want to handle rendering here. This is just like a one-off demo. So I'll just hard code the actual text here. That's fine. And then, yep, so we'll hard code the text. We're not going to have a for loop either. And then we'll have data I knew. equals to do. And that's for the button. Okay, so now this is closer to an accurate example than what we currently have. Data object. I put the button in here. Okay, so that works. Okay, so let's grab this, and we're gonna copy this. Oh shit. Okay, we're not gonna copy it because I need to convert it. So convert HTML to HTML character codes. I don't know. Encode and decode. Here we go. Man, I had a better one the other day. There's a better one. Convert HTML to HTML code. There we go, this one. Yep, and it even saved what I had from before. Okay, so let's copy this. We're gonna paste it here. Let's just make sure there's nothing that we don't need here. I guess we should probably put these on all different lines. Yeah. So if we have class to do, we'll just select that. Go down here. Go like that. Go like that. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Now that's a little bit long. I would actually prefer people to just scroll as opposed to that. I could also wrap it. Like I'm not currently wrapping the code here. It's unfortunate. This is just going to be an incredibly long line or... Oh wait, no, because I just need one. Yeah, that was my mistake. Okay, so we just need one here. You fixed the flat file DB issue yet? What was that? What was that issue? I kind of remember you now. You came here a while ago. What was the flat file DB issue? If you're asking, are we still using a flat file database? We indeed are, and we'll probably continue to do so for the foreseeable future because it's just easier for people to use. I am implementing a cache though soon, so that all of the files that are read from disk are going to be cached. So it should be much faster in production, and I'll be able to like speed up or like use multiple processors, I guess, like split up the node process across multiple cores because there'll be the cache, so there won't be any like read overwrites. Using file-based database limited by the operating system's max file open limits. Okay. I actually didn't know. Yeah, so what I'm planning on doing is just implementing a cache layer between the files and the reading of them and the writing of them, and then just probably mostly just using that in production. And then if someone deploys a new app or they change the data, then the cache will be removed. But I think that should solve a lot of the issues with what you're talking about. But I didn't actually know the thing about the max file open. That's interesting. But yeah, no, it should solve that too. It should solve anything to do with... And if you want to help with that, you can feel free. I'm implementing a very basic cache, just an in-memory object. So it's not really advanced or anything, but it's just like a cache for like the file system, read file method. So I'm planning to get that out there soon. Okay, so this looks like it matches. Oh, we need the for to do into do's. But yeah, I could definitely use help with that if you want to explore that yourself. It's definitely not my area of expertise. But my primary goal is to make this easy to use for people. My primary goal right now is, and probably never will be, performance. Performance will probably also always take like a second place to usability, just because if the framework's not usable, there's no reason to use it. Yeah. Okay, so this looks good. Let's encode this. Oh shoot, I closed my encoding thing. You can increase file limits with ulimit, so that's not a huge deal. Okay. Yeah, that might be something to look into. Yeah, I'll definitely pin that. I'll research that. Thank you for that. Okay, so we're gonna grab this. Oh man, this is such a pain. Do you know why this is such a pain? Because I'm doing the syntax highlighting manually. That's why this is such a pain. This is actually crazy that I'm doing this manually, but you can't. Oh my god. Why am I doing it this way? Whew, yay, yay. Okay, so here, we'll paste that there, and we'll do that. And now I have to syntax highlight this manually. Great. Okay, so we've got div. That's going to be pink. Then we got data O type. That's going to be green. Then we got object. It's going to be yellow. Oh man, I wish there is an easy way to do this. I just don't want to bring in like a syntax highlighting library, you know? Like it's so big, and like all I have to do is this. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, it kind of it kind of makes sense, but it kind of doesn't. Okay, what will to-dos be? To type. Okay, that'll be yellow. Okay, this is going to be a green. This is going to be yellow. And I'll probably get used to it, you know? Sometimes doing things manually isn't so bad. Kind of makes you appreciate when you can do it automatically. Okay, we'll leave that as is. This one is going to be green. This one's going to be yellow. I could probably find a quicker way to do this. Because for these, I can just make these all green. Green. Okay, and yellow. Default, okay, that's just going to be white. And then this, I think, is going to be pink, because it's an element. And then we're going to do this one, pink. This one is green, I think. This is yellow. Yellow. I think so. This is green. This is yellow. And hopefully this is the last time I have to do this, because if I have to do this again, that will be awful. And that's pink. Okay, let's save that, see what happens. Okay. Yeah. So I got it right, I think. However, I gotta delete this. Do. Okay, there we go. So now it barely fits in there. I guess we'll expand the height from, I think it's 300 now. Yeah, we'll go to 320. There. Now it won't scroll vertically by default. And we have everything in there. Oh, we missed the LI right here and the LI right there. So we're just going to highlight those pink. Hey, Lilu Der guy. So we missed the LI. Where's my LI? Right here. Okay. No wonder I missed it. It's like so not obvious. Okay, pink and pink. There we go. Now we got syntax highlighting without a library, so it's going to load instantly. It's not going to be non-performant on mobile. It's beautiful, etc., etc. Okay, so let's commit this. We'll just say like updated code template, whatever. Okay, so now we have the actual code, and I think we have everything we need there. But yeah, we were just changing this to be an accurate template. Okay, and we're gonna change the text in there. We're like totally cheating. We're like pretending that Remake works on this site, but it's just because I don't want to like host my front page on Remake, just because it's a little overkill having to like convert the entire website to Remake. Definitely not worth it for like a small code example. Might do it at some point in the future, and then people can just like edit whatever part of the page they want. I think that would be kind of cool. But for now, I think it's fine to cheat a little bit. All we're doing is trying to show what it's like to use Remake and the code required to get it to work. I think it's okay. List item, find in parents, so that should work. Top, that should work. Call save function. That'll be fine. I'm fine with calling the save function. Okay, and then we're gonna pass it to the callback. Okay, so now that should be good, but we need one more thing. We'll save this for a second. So the one more thing we need is if we go into the tests, we need to go into remake init gen, and we need to overwrite the save function here. So we have onSave default save, and we want to overwrite this. Default save callback, default save. Okay, so there's options in here. So we have watch functions. There's there's definitely a way to overwrite the save function. Save function lookup. Save functions. Where is this called? Okay, sure. Options, data, and options. Okay, it's got to be in here. This definitely has something to do with it. Save function. Okay, okay. So it's defaulting to global save. We set it to default save. That's what's going to happen here. We're gonna have default save again. Okay, then get save function. We're gonna pass in the save element. Okay, but we don't need that. We're defaulting to the save function. Then we're doing save function lookup. I'm passing in the save function name. This is going to be the save function lookup. It's going to be extended. Where is this called? Where is init save functions called? We need to know. Okay, wait. No, it's not called there. Init save functions. I'm going to just trust that it's called, I guess. I think if I just do this, it's going to work. And I think if I just do default save is equal to function, and then we're just going to console log 333 arguments. Okay, so let's build this, and if this works, then we can overwrite this default save. But I just want to make sure it works because I'm not convinced that it's going to work. So now let's go into our package.json, see how we're going to build this for the test. Build self-test parcel, build. Okay, so we need to do npm run build self-test, terminal, cd github, remake framework, npm run build self-test. It did not work, of course. Could not locate the bindings file. Okay. Could not locate the bindings file. Not really sure what that means. The problem is on node modules, so I deleted the node modules and installed again. Oh no. Well, actually, what I might be able to do is just do npm install. That might work. Not that it's a huge deal to delete node modules and reinstall, but oh, that might have been the issue. I mean, I installed, nope, okay. So let's let's delete node modules, deleted, and run npm install. And that should take, I think, a while, maybe like 20 seconds or something. Okay. Okay, and now, oh, now it's building from source. Okay. Now it's almost done. Now it's done. Great. Let's try this again. Yes, it's working. Okay, great. So now we have a version of Remake. Hey Zixus, hey Commander Root, welcome. Now we have a version that should work. So if we go into, where did this build it to? Tests, remake init.js. So it should be this. We're just going to copy that. We're going to put it into, we'll put it into our source file. Sure, under remake, I guess. It's going to be weird to like have it minify what's already been minified. Not really sure it even worked. Oh wait, we didn't paste our code. Okay, we'll paste our code. Let's see what it does with it. It has a trouble with it. So what I'm going to actually make it do is just skip that file. We could just copy it instead. I don't mind. So we're going to say don't check it, don't transpile it, do not bundle, don't minify the output. Oh yeah, this is the one I can, I could have just said copy it. Okay, there we go. Copy it to there. Okay, now it's just going to copy it. Okay, perfect. And now in our index.html, we're going to just we have main min, which we're going to put at the top, and we'll just defer it. So that's the best practice now. And we're also going to do remake min, our new one. So now if we look in our console, everything should be working. Everything's working. So now we should be able to, well, actually, it should be all set, I think. Aha! It works. Okay, so now what happens if I click add to do? Ajax response is not defined. Okay, so let's go here and I believe this is in the add item callback. Let's pretty print this. You're getting severe weather alerts right now for snow. 1 to 4 inch max. You moved from main to, how do you say that? Relay? 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 How do you say this? Why can't I just want to know how to say it? Raleigh. Nice. Okay. I know things. Raleigh. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, actually, I don't even know where that is. No, it just told me. Why did I click on and? North Carolina. You moved from... Thanks. So from Maine to Raleigh. Oh, so you're making fun of the fact that Raleigh thinks that 1 to 4 inches is extreme. Yeah, that is pretty funny. Because I would think like 10 to like 24 would be extreme. 1 to 4 is like, whatever. That's funny though. Yes, I am a dork. Whatever. Get used to it. Okay, so I think if we go here, add item callback. Yeah, we're passing that in the Google dork. No, I mean the Google dork. Oh, I don't know what that is. The Google dork. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, so let's go back into the remake framework. We're gonna have to edit this more than I thought we were gonna have to. But that's fine. I mean, that makes sense, right? So we got the add item callback. I'll look it up. Is it like a YouTube video or something? So Ajax response is here. Oh, that makes sense. Add item callback. Google dork query. A Google dork query, sometimes just referred to as a dork, is a search string that uses advanced search operators to find information that is not readily available on a website. Oh. Huh. Oh, cool. Yeah, site, file type. I haven't used file type in a while. In URL, in text. Oh, that's useful. Sensitive, but unclassified file type PDF site publicintelligence.net. Huh. Cool. That's cool to know. Thanks. Okay. Ajax response. So we're not going to pass this back in this version of Remake, and we're not going to pass this back there. And that should be all. And then here, let's see, there was another error too. Unexpected token in JSON at position 0. I don't really know what that's about. Okay, we're gonna have to actually run this again, and then we're gonna get the, yeah, let's leave that open. We'll go into test down here. We got code. We can leave that open too. And we're gonna paste this into here and save it. Okay, so now we'll retest it. Cannot read property success of undefined. Oh yeah, because I left that in there like an idiot. Ajax response dot success. Okay. So we're no longer going to have Ajax response there, so we can just delete that there. We don't really need this add item callback, I don't think, but I'll just leave it there for now. And default save callback. I'm not sure if we're gonna, oh, we are gonna need this callback. What am I gonna get from it? It's not from here. It's from, no, it's not from there either. Wait, it's, it should be right here. Yeah, so I actually probably won't need this either. So don't need and don't need. But I'm gonna leave them there just in case I do need them. Okay, and then let's build again. Annoying, because we have to copy it manually from here into our Remake.js. Save it. It's not too bad though. And then let's try again. Add, okay. So now we just have uncaught syntax error, unexpected token in JSON at position 0, and I'm not really sure. Oh, well, I think this is not overwriting things the way that I thought it would. So I think the endpoint is being called. So if we go, yep, we're trying, yeah, and then we're not getting the response that we assumed we get from that endpoint. So we have a couple options. The easiest is just to change the HTML so that it uses a custom save function. But I think this should be possible. So I want to enable it, even if it takes a little bit of work. So let's see. So if we go into onSave, we have the save functions lookup. We export init save functions. Okay, now I think I know what's happening. So we're exporting this here, and then we're exporting it here, but we're never calling it. So if we want init input event listeners, so that's from index, and then if we get the master index out here, we're exporting it again. Okay, so now here we have remake init. Yep, right there. But if we want to overwrite the save functions, we do this. And then we pass in this. And I don't know why I did it that way. I honestly don't know why I did it that way. I think as far as configuring Remake, it is actually a bit of a mess. I will admit that. The framework is awesome, but configuring it sucks. Okay. At least you can configure it, right? I guess. Oh, and I still have this to implement? What the heck? Oh, that's, yeah, okay, that's fine. That's in like the test folder. Okay, so we'll init save functions like that, and I think that should give it to us. Let's just double check real quick. So if we go into input.js and then on save, yeah, we're just passing in the object. Okay. So now I should have arguments here, but let me see. Maybe I can, so this is everything I'm going to be getting from here. So data, path, save to ID, and element. All I really want is the data, and I want to call some function, right? Like handle remake data. I think that's fine. So it'll just be like window handle remake data, and we'll just pass everything because like why not, right? And then we're just going to define this in our main.js. And we'll console log. That way we don't have to keep recompiling remake. We can just kind of handle this stuff outside of remake. Oh, we got an error. Console log. ESLint, can you just shut the fuck up? Like, I fucking can't stand ESLint at all. Okay, compile. There we go. Okay, so we'll save this. I think that should overwrite the default save. So we're going to run that. We're going to get our custom builds. Oh, you know, it would be great if I could not minify it for this version. It's not that important. Let's just see if it's easy. So we'll go to package.json. Self this parcel build destination file name build parcel build build okay, no minify. No minify. Let's try that. Okay, and now we should have it here, unminified, and then we can paste it into our source, and we can save that, and then instead of copying it, we're going to say compile it. But we're not going to bundle anything. We're just going to minify the output and minify. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, maybe it'll work. Risky. Okay, looks good. Okay, so let's add to do log data on save. Is that, I think that should be happening. Yeah. because we have this set to true. I wish that I actually just pulled this stuff out. It's annoying. Yeah, we're gonna save it like this. Okay, so let's do it again. This should be the last time, hopefully, that we're doing this manually. Copy this, paste it in here. Just for changing one option, I actually probably could have just edited the source. Okay, so now if I refresh, if I add a to-do, it is going to give me the data, the path, the save to ID, the element. And all I really need is the data. And I can edit these to-do items. And I can delete them. Oh, and I forgot. I forgot to make it sortable. Yeah, I don't think it's too much to make it sortable. Yeah, I think I'm going to make it sortable. Okay, so that's good. So we have that stuff. We've totally butchered our remake framework package, so we should make sure not to release that and to undo all those changes. But now we have this cool thing, but we're going to worry about that in a second. We're going to go to GitHub, and we're going to just make sure that we do commit this code. Because now we have remake. So we added remake. And I think it's quite big, actually. Let's look. So if we go to code embed dist, yeah, 72 kilobytes. It's not like huge. We can just like put it at the bottom of the page and like defer its loading or whatever. Or put it at the top of the page and defer its loading. But yeah, 72 kilobytes. It's not that bad. Okay, so first things first. Let's make this sortable. So in order to do that, we're going to go into index. We're going to find our real app, and we're just going to add data I sortable. And now we should be able to, we should be able to sort things now. Data I sortable. Okay, let's search our Remake.js for data I sortable. Okay. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. We didn't enable it. We didn't enable it. Okay, so we're gonna have to build again. Is it worth it? I think it's worth it because it's one attribute that adds a lot of functionality. That's the whole point of Remake. So I think it's worth it. So let's go into our app directory, assets, JS, remake and net. And this is all we have to do. So we have to import sortable.js. So the library is going to get a little bit bigger. And then we have to pass sortable in like this. So let's go back up here. Remake init gen. And we're going to pass in that. And we're going to import sortable. And let's build again. Okay. Good. So now we've got it. Let's copy this. We will put it into where we've always been putting it into, right here. Now it's a lot bigger now. Let's check on the size. Now it's 116. So that's all sortable.js. That's the jump. So from 72 to 116. Still not bad. I think it's still worth the feature. It's unfortunate that it takes that much space, but that's okay. It's actually a pretty small library, I think. Okay, so now we should be sortable. Nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so now we can sort, we can remove, we can add to-dos. People can kind of actually experience Remake and what it's like to use. So let's commit this. We'll just say sortable. Yeah, sortable. I want to add a title up here. So for that, let's get rid of this stuff. We don't need that stuff anymore. We're not going to need this for a second. Let's do like an H2 class to-dos heading, or yeah, I don't know. We'll just do title or heading. That's fine. We don't even actually need it. We're just not going to do anything. Okay, and we'll say like to-dos, and then we're going to say sortable, and then we're going to say span class. And I think there's, I'm going to see what Tailwind does for text that is not very prominent, like what it calls it. Text color, transparent gray, 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 gray. Text colors. Secondary, responsive, active. I just want a name. I guess they just use gray. I'll just say light. Like text dash light. Okay, and then in our CSS, we're gonna have code example, and it's inside app. So underscore underscore app, so let's find that. And we're gonna have our H2, and we're gonna say font size smaller than you would expect, and code example app, and we're gonna have text light. And I don't know, we'll just do like opacity like 0.5. Let's try that. Okay. Few problems with this. One is that we want the color of the H2 to be that. That's better. And we'll have the margin bottom be 1 rem, I guess, 16 pixels. And I think we also need to up it to 24 pixels and then downgrade this to 18 pixels. Okay. So it's not ideal. Position relative top -2px. Maybe just -1, I guess. Okay. Sortable, editable. Should we say like all the features here? Like sortable, comma, editable, comma, or just like, actually, what we could do is just say like sort, add, remove, edit. We could just say and. Okay, sort, add, remove, and edit. I think that's decent. I might actually go up one more pixel with that one. No, it doesn't look great. Maybe we just need the margin bottom on this to be 1.25 instead. Yeah, I think it's that, and maybe a little bit distance at the top. Maybe it's a little distance on the left. Oh, that's not the left. Yep, that looks better. And then we're going to add a little bit underneath to margin bottom. So we'll just do margin top, right, and then 1.5, I think. Then we can get rid of this. And we'll bring this up. Okay. I think 1.25 is actually better than 1.5 here. Okay. Sort, add, remove, edit. That kind of looks pretty good, I think. Now, I think we should also add this heading over here so that it's accurate. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Is there an HTML character for like light code? So like faded code? I guess there's small. There's EM for emphasized. Is there like an opposite of EM? Small. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use small. Just to minimize the amount of like HTML I'm using there. I just don't want to like confuse people that is like Remake or whatever. I don't know, dude. It doesn't look good. I'll have it be this. That's fine. It's better than small. Okay, so now we need to add this to our code up here. And we have to use the syntax highlighting and stuff. And so we're going to put it inside, we're going to put it above the UL, but below this. So I think it goes right in there. And I think this is how it starts. UL H2. How does it end? Object. Okay, so if we go up here, object. So it must be this one. Okay. So this one. Then we've got class. Type. Okay. And then these ones. And then closing is this one. This is hard. Wait, where did it go? Oh, there. Closing I don't know. I don't think we need to. Um, where's the last div? Okay, so we can use a backslash. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we'll do that, and then, oops, almost missed one. That, and that. That should be good. I missed this one. Oh, this should be the C. Okay, so now we got H2, to-dos, span H2. Okay, that looks good. And so we're gonna make some of them pink. So that's H2, span, span, and H2. I would not recommend syntax highlighting for yourself, by the way. Not quite worth it. Then here we're gonna do green, and then we're gonna do yellow. It is kind of fun though, I will admit, it's kind of fun. Okay, that looks good. So now we've just manually modified our encoded HTML to match. It does look a little bit more complicated, but at least it's accurate, which I think is important. And then we're going to, let's see, text light H2 right at the bottom. I think we're going to do one rem on the bottom here. Yeah, that looks better. Looks a little tighter. Can I do 1.5 pixels? I don't think that made a difference. It didn't. Okay, whatever. I think we'll expand the 320 pixels to 340. So again, we have some, oops, that's not what I wanted. 320 pixels, we have another one. There we go, 340. We can even do 350. Give it like more breathing room here at the bottom. Maybe 340 is better. 360, let's try 360. Yeah, I think 340, make it like nice and tight. I got the CSS. So the problem with the CSS now is that it's inaccurate. So if we go down to app, what we really need is all of this. And up here, I'm going to say body. We can delete that. That's fine. Oh shit. I'm going to have to syntax highlight this all over again. That sucks. That's the worst part. Okay, so we'll grab these, delete them. And so we want to, well, I guess let's syntax highlight them first. So we have green and blue. So these ones up here are all going to be green. So we'll do I. Okay, green. And then I think if we don't have it, if we're not using any like colons inside of the actual definition, which I don't think we are, then this should work. Hey Windsock, welcome to the stream. Oh, we're using it for hover, right? We're using it for hover. I'll deal with the hover ones separately. That's fine. So for these are going to be blue, and then I think the rest are fine. So we just need these to be blue. So we'll do I, push it to the beginning, I class blue. Okay, perfect. And we just got to get rid of the ones for the hover. Oh, no, that was the wrong one. This one. Okay, and then this hover one up here. And blue. Okay, let's copy this and see how we did. Okay, so we're gonna delete this to here. Hey, Servoxels. Thank you for following. So where is this? Green? I think that's going to be right. Green. Is that right? I think I might need to indent this a little. No, it looks fine. Padding, H2, text light, to-dos, to-do, add to-do. And that's the total app. And I like it because it's accurate. Whenever I see a demo and it's not accurate, it bothers me a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of nice that it's accurate. Okay, so now we just have one more part to do. So we'll just say we updated the CSS. Or we updated the to-dos app with a heading and changed CSS in code embed. Okay, so the last part we need to do, which is actually the most fun, which is why I was saving it for last, is whenever the data changes here, the data needs to change in this data tab. And it needs to be syntax highlighted. So, so like if I add a to-do here, that to-do needs to appear in the data down here. And the nice thing is that since we're using Remake, we're actually getting that data right here. So all we need to do is serialize this data, or not serialize, stringify this data and add it into the data tab. So we already are in main.js, and we're going to get dot data. Okay, so we got dot data. I think we want to just say like data here, just so it's the most cross-browser compatible. And then we'll say, although I think I'm transpiling it, I'm not sure. I think I am transpiling it. Because the transpiler doesn't care. Okay, whatever. We'll just leave it like that. Okay, so let's JSON stringify the data. And there's another argument we can pass in here. I think it's just a second argument, and I think it's just like 2, like for the spacing that we want. Replacer, optional, a function. Okay, string, comma, space. Okay, that's not going to help. Replacer, space argument. Okay, so null. Oh, and then the number of characters. Okay. This many spaces. Let's just try it, right? Let's just try this. So we'll just console log like that. And now if we update our app, it didn't work. So I think we're going to need null here and then 2. Okay, there we go. Okay, nice. So now we just need to, we'll just say var data, and we're using var, I don't know. I think we can use let in all browsers pretty much now. Just want to make sure if it's above like 92, oh, it's just at known issues. 4, 5. Edge, IE. That's fine. Okay, just watch out for for loops in IE11. Okay, so we'll say let data. Let data equals JSON stringify. And then we're going to use data. We're going to insert data into this element. So we're going to do document query selector inner text, I guess, inner text data. Let's just see what happens there. This is complaining. Data redeclared. Oh. Yeah. Data as string. Okay. And let's add a to-do, see what happens. It looks like it worked. And the last thing to do is to syntax highlight this. So you see all the text is highlighted green. So what we want to do is for data as string, I think we want to do a replace. So I'm going to do data as string, replace, and we're going to replace globally. So we're going to use a regular expression, and we're going to use the quotes, then we're going to use a function, I think. Let's see, JS replace function. Maybe a substring. Only the first occurrence. So we need the regular expression. Yeah, I need it to be the global. New substring or function. Function to be invoked. Create the new substring to be used to replace the matches to the given regular expression or substring. The arguments applied to this function are described in the specifying the function as parameters. So we get match, P1, P2, P3, offset, and string. I don't think we're actually going to need any of that. Zero, what is that called? The percent sign? Modulo? I think it's modulo. 0 modulo 2, 1 modulo 2, 2 modulo 2, 3 modulo 2, 4 modulo 2. So it's going to alternate between 0 and 1. Okay, so we're going to do like index, or I don't know. No, it's just like iteration equals 0. And then if iteration, so what we're trying to do here is, like you'll notice here, um, we have, like, since it's JSON, if we have an open quote, oh, that's not true. It's not true. Wait, if I do a quote in here, yeah, then we're going to have an escape quote. Oh, so what I was thinking is that what we could do is just take the first one and put the start of that element there, and then take the second one and put and close the element there for the syntax highlighting, and then we could just do that over and over again. And I think I can do that. I just cannot match a slash before it. So it needs to be just not a slash. How do I do not? Oh, debugger. It's a debug X. So not in. So we're gonna do this, that, that, none of that, and then a quote. Hello, Gokuo Craft 2. Welcome. How are you doing? Where are you coming from? What are you working on? Yeah, I'm doing some web development, some JavaScript, some regular expression work at the moment. Oh, nice. What kind of thing are you doing? So we'll do modulo 2. If it equals 0, then we're going to... Oh, we do need the match. So the match... Oh, jeez. You're making a game selling site. That's awesome. What are you using for that? Are you using like a pre-built solution like Shopify, or are you using a custom solution? Um, okay, so I'm gonna just console log match here, and I'm gonna make sure match is up here. Okay, and let's see what happens. That's unfortunate. Did you say something? Oh, Sublime Text. Oh, you're just building it from scratch, using using an editor. So you're just using like JavaScript, HTML. You're not using a platform or a framework at all. So yeah, this is matching like the space before too. You use HTML, CSS, and PHP. That's awesome. I've always wanted to learn PHP. That's really cool. Okay, so how do I get it to just... Well, what I could do actually is just, so now I have the match. So now I could just do match, match replace. So we got a nested replace in here. And we're going to replace it with I class, oops. Are you using any PHP framework? So we'll do that. And I think we can just return that. Else return match replace quote, and then we're going to close. Data string, replace, we'll say highlighted, highlighted string equals that. Use HTML, CSS, and PHP, MSQLi for the database. Let me see your site. So you're wondering about the Remake website? So this is what we're building right now. We're building like a code example to put on the Remake website. Pretty proud of how that showed up is working so far. But I'll show you the site for the framework. It's at remaketheweb.com. And there's like a little demo video here. The promo video is going to be a lot better in like a month. And yeah, this is the website for the framework. So this is a framework that you can build web apps very, very quickly with. This Trello clone just takes like 30 minutes pretty much after you have it designed. And then have some testimonials. It's a full stack node framework. I have user accounts built in, editable areas, instant deployments. Yeah. And then you got features and pricing, and you can sign up for like a series of tutorials if you want to learn more about Remake. Awesome. Yeah, it'll be good to have you there. We could just talk about building web apps and working on side projects. And if you want to try Remake, you can do that too, but no pressure. Okay, so we add that. Okay. So we did succeed, I think. Oh, no, we did not succeed. Oh, yep, okay. That makes sense, because we're replacing it, so we need to also add the quote here and here. Okay, let's try again. Add a to-do. Oh, and I got this on the wrong. Wait, what? Oh, and I'm not increasing the iteration count. So I gotta do that. Okay. Oh, yeah. I don't know what's happening now. You're going to keep recoding your site until it works the way you like. I think that's a really good approach, honestly. I think that's the way you learn. You just like keep going at it until it looks good. But I think another approach is just to like release something really early on that doesn't really work that well, but it kind of gives the basic idea, and then you can get feedback on it, and you can just see if it's something that people like or not. But I like your approach too. I think a lot of people do that, and or not a lot of people. I think very dedicated people do that, and then they're able to accelerate their learning really quickly. So if that's your goal, I think that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna see what's going on here. Huh. What? Is this not... What's happening here? I think my console log might be getting stripped out. Iteration. Wait, what? Okay, let's search for this. I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not. File, refresh. I feel like it's not compiling. Do we have... Can we not strip out check syntax, minify, do not bundle. I mean, minify should still keep the geez. Equals iteration plus one. I don't know. I feel like something weird is going on here. I do have to go soon. But yeah, thank you for just joining the Discord. And I'll be on tomorrow around the same time from 10 a.m. Until later. But yeah, thank you guys for joining and checking this out. Hopefully we'll be adding this to the main website tomorrow. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye guys.